get it. Why do we need to learn about Shakespeare? Midsummer's Night's Dream is way too complicated. I don't understand the plot at all.
Yeah, there are some fairies and magical creatures getting ready for a big performance. But what's so important to them?
At least it's a comedy. What about Macbeth? He meets with a couple of witches and suddenly turns from a soldier to a murderer. I don't get it, and I'm confused. I'm going to bed. I'll continue tomorrow.
This is the surgeon who likes a good and hardly soldier fought, gain my capacity, hail brave friend, tell to the king the knowledge of the broil, and thus didst leave it.
Doubtful it stood, as two spent swimmers that do cling together, and choke their art the merciless MacDonald. Were he to be a rebel for two that, the multiplying villanies of nature do swarm upon him from the western isles. Of curse and gallows glasses supplied, showed like a rebel's horn, but all's too weak for brave Macbeth, while he deserves that name, disdaining fortune with his brandished steel, which smoke with bloody execution, like Valor's mania carved out his passage, till he faced a slave which ne'er shook his hand, nor bade farewell to him, till he unseated him from the native chops, and fixed his head upon our battlements. Our captains Macbeth and Banquo, as sparrows eagles or the hare the lion. If I say sooth, I must report they were. As cannons overcharged with double cracks, so they doubly redouble strokes upon the foe, except they meant to bathe in reeking wounds. Or memorize another Golgotha, I cannot tell, but I am faint, my gaseous cry for help.
Go get him, surgeons.
Farewell, gentlemen.
Who comes here?
The worthy Thane of Ross.
What a haste looks through his eyes. So should he look, that seems to speak things strange.
God save the king! From five great king, with the Norwegian banners flout the sky and fan our people cold. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by the most disloyal traitor, the Thane of Cawdor began a dismal conflict. To the Bellonas bring them black and proof, confronted him with self-comparisons, point against point, rebellious arm against arm, curbing his lavish spirit, and to conclude, the victory fell on us. I'll see it done.
Welcome to the curious and tragic story of Macbeth. Let's follow him and his friend Banquo while they walk back through the forest, only to have experienced an unexpected encounter with their feud.
Sister, where thou?
A sailor's wife had chestnuts in her lap, and munched and munched and munched.
Give me, quoth I, a roaring thee which, the rum-fed Runion cries, and took her husband to Aleppo gone, master of a tiger, but in a sea boat set her sail, and like a rat without a tail, I'll do, and I'll do.
I'll give thee a wine.
Star kind.
And I another.
I myself have all the other, and the very ports they blow. All the quarters that they know, I've shipman's card. I'll drain him dry as hay, sleep shall neither night nor day, hang upon his penthouse lid, he shall live a man forbid. Where he says nights 9 times 9, he shall dwindle, peak, and pine. Though his bar cannot be lost, yet he shall be tempest off. Look what I have.
Show me.
Here I have a pilot's tongue, right as homeward he did come.
A drum, Macbeth doth come.
The weird sisters hand in hand, boasters of the sea and land, thus to go about, tries to time and tries to mind, and tries again to make up 9. Peace, the charms wound up.
So full and fair a day I have not seen. Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor.
Oh, hail Macbeth, thou shalt be king hereafter.
Hail.
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 Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
So hail Macbeth and Banquo.
Banquo and Macbeth, all hail.
Stay, you imperfect speakers. Tell me more. By channels that I know am Thane of Glamis, but how of Cawdor the Thane of Cawdor lives, a prosperous gentleman, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief. You own the strange intelligence, or why, save from whence, upon this blasted heath, you stop our way with such prospective greetings. Speak, I charge you.
The king hath however received, Macbeth, the news of thy success, and when he reads thy personal venture in the rebels' fight, his wonders and his praises do content, which should be thine or his, silence with that, in viewing o'er the rest all the self-same day. He finds thee in the stout Norwegian ranks, nothing of fear of what thyself didst make. Strange images of that, as thick as thou, can post with post, and everyone did bear thy praises in his kingdom's great defense, and pour them down before him. And for an earnest of a greater honor, he bade me from him called Thane of Cawdor, in which addition hail most worth thing for this day.
We are sent to give thee from our royal master thanks, only to herald thee into his sight, not pay thee.
The Thane of Cawdor lives. Why do you dress me in borrowed robes?
Macbeth. Set primarily in Scotland, mixes witchcraft, prophecy, and murder. Three weird witches appear to Macbeth and his comrade Banquo after a battle and prophecy that Macbeth will become king and that the descendants of Banquo will also reign. After arriving at his castle, he and Lady Macbeth plot to assassinate King Duncan so that Macbeth can become king. After murdering Duncan, Macbeth is crowned. Fearing that Banquo's descendants will, according to the Weird Witch's predictions, take over the kingdom, Macbeth has his best friend Banquo killed.
Adriana!
Stop! And this is Comedy of Errors, a scene where we're still confused about the identity of Antipholus of Ephesus. Adriana and Luciana think that Adriana's marriage is in a serious trouble. Dromio then arrives with exchange of bail money to free Antipholus of Ephesus, who he still thinks is Antipholus of Syracuse. Lots of confusion is in displaying about twins, shipwreck, and a family that was separated. It tells the story of two sets of twins who experience mistaken identity and confusion among themselves and other people.
Ah, Luciana, the T so both observations met though in this case. If his heart's meteor still think in his face.
First he denied you had in him no right.
He meant he did me none, the more my spite.
Then swore he that he was a stranger here.
And true he swore, though yet forsworn he were.
Then pleaded I for you.
And what said he?
That love I begged of you, he begged of me.
Well, what persuasion did he tempt our love?
Have patience,
I cannot, nor I will hold me still. My tongue, though not my heart, shall have his will. Little face, where his body shapeless everywhere.
No evil is wailed when it's gone. Why jealous of such a one?
But I think him better than they say. Far from her nest, the whopping flies away.
Finally, we've reached the most important part of our story, where I'll get to perform. A Midsummer Night's Dream by William Shakespeare, written around 1595, 1596, is a delightful comedy that weaves together the really interesting stories of four sets of lovers, a group of amateur actors, and a mysterious group of fairies. Set in an enchanted forest near the Athens, the play explores themes of love, illusion, and the unpredictable nature of desire. The central plot revolves the romantic entanglements of Hermia, Lysander, Demetrius, and Helena, while the comedic subplot involves a group of amateur actors, led by the bubbling Knickerbottom. Meanwhile, Oberon and Puck, the fairy king and his mischievous servant, add a fantastical element to the whimsical narrative. Viewed among Shakespeare's other notable works, A Midsummer Night's Dream is celebrated for its light-hearted and enchantment nature. It proves Shakespeare's talent for combining humble, romantic, and enchantment. Welcome to my world.
Is all our company here?
You best to call them generally man by man, according to the script.
Here's the scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all our Latins to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess day on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter, please. Say what the play treats on, then say the names of the actors according to the scroll, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and crude that of the pyramids of Thais.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. A merry, now, good Peter, please. Call for the actors. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you, Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready? Name what part I should play and proceed.
Nick Bottom is set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? What is Pyramus, a lover, eh?
A lover that kills himself most gallant for love.
That will add some tears in the true performing of it. I'll move storms, and the audience will look to their eyes. Yet, my chief sense of humor is for a triumph. I can play Heracles or make a cat do a split.
Francis Foot, the bellows mender.
Here? Oops.
You are set down for Tisp.
What's this?
It is a lady that Pyramus must love.
My faith, let me not be a woman.
That's all in one. You shall play it in a mask and speak as small as you will.
I may hide my face. I can play tips too. I can speak in a little monstrous voice. Tips. Oh, Pyramus, my love, my dear. Tips, my lady dear. My lady dear.
No. You must play Pyramus in New Floop Tisp. Robin Starr and the Tailor.
Hello, Peter Quince.
You are Robin Starr. You must play Tisp mother. Tom Snout the Tinker. You Pyramus father. Myself Tisp father. Snug the Joiner. You the Lion's part. And I hope there's a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray if it be, give it me, for I'm slow of study. Roar!
You may do it exemplar, for it's nothing but roaring.
I can play the lion too. I will roar that the Duke will say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you shall do it too terribly. You would frighten the ladies and the duchess, that they will shriek, and that they're enough to hang us all. That will hang us all, mother's son.
My dear friends, if you're gonna frighten the ladies out of the woods, they'll have no other desecration but to hang us. But I'll aggravate my voice, so I'll roar like any king dove, like any twine nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man such as one shall see in the summer's day, most lovely gentleman like man. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Okay, I'll undertake it. What beer should I best play?
Why, what you will.
I can either play in your French crown beer, your purple twine beer, or your perfect yellow.
Some of your French crowns have no hair at all, and then you play barefaced. But masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you to come them by tomorrow night and meet me in the palace soon, a mile without the town by moonlight.
We'll rehearse most ubiquitous and most courageously. Take pains, be perfect, adieu.
There we'll rehearse. For if we meet in the city, we shall be docked with company and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw some bills for such our plain needs.
Enough! Hold or cut the bowstrings.
How now, spirit, whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, through bush, through briar, over park, over vale, through flood, through fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere, and disturb the fairy queen to dew her orbs upon the green. The gossips stole her pensioners be, in their gold coats what you see. These are rubies, fair favors, in those freckles steal their savors. I must do some dewdrops here and count a pearl in every cowslip's here. Farewell, thou love of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The king doth keeps his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fair and rare, because she, as her attendant, hath a lovely boy stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet and changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child knight of his train. She never had so sweet and changeling. She perforce with those beloved boy, crowns him with flowers and makes him all her joy. But now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square, so often for their elves fear, creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your shape and making quite, or you that shrewd and clever sprite, gold-robing good fellow, that prize the maidens in the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the quern. The bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink to beer no barn. Misled night wanders laughing at their harm. Are you not he?
Thou speakst aright. I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile. When I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, lying in likeness of a filly foal. Sometimes I lurk in a gossip's bowl in very likeness of a roasted crab. And when she drinks, against her lips I bob. But now room, fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress would that he were gone.
else, Oberon? Fair skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am I not thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady, but I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, in the shape of corn sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest step of India, but forsooth the bouncing Amazon, your burst kind mistress and warrior love? To Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity?
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, knowing I know thy love to Theseus? Glance at my credit with Hippolyta, didst thou not lead through the glimmering night from Perigona whom he ravished, and make him with fair eagles break his faith with Ariadne and Antiope?
These are the forgeries of jealousy, and never since the middle summer spring we met on hill, dale, forest, or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beach margins of the sea, to dance your ringlets to the whistling wind. But thy brows, thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds piping to us in vain, as in revenge has sucked up from the sea. Contagious fogs which falling in the land, have ever pelting river made so proud, that they have overboard their continents. The ox has therefore stretched his yoke in vain. The plotman lost his sweat and the green corn. This season's altar, hoary-headed frost, and fall on the fresh lack of a crimson rose, and on old time's thin and icy crown. An odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds comes in mockery set. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter change. And the same progeny of evil continues. From our debate, from our dissension, we're their parents in original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fair one buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and by the spice of Indian air by night. Full often had she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, and laughing to see the sailors conceive. And for her sake do I rear up her body.
How much within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance after Theseus' wedding day. If not, shun me. I will not spare your hands.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies, away!
We'll finish our little journey with the well-known Prince Hamlet that still resonates with us, challenging the very core of our existence and the meaning of life itself.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether it is noble in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them, to die to sleep. No more, and by sleep we say, to end the headache and thousands of natural shocks. That flesh is hell, this a consummation, deviously to be wished, to die to sleep perchance to dream. For in that sleep of death where dreams may come, to shuffle off the mortal coil, and by must give us pause. They should respect the calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the pangs of desired love, the laws of delay, the insults of office?